a notice of understanding intent and rights of claim. The claim of rights, notice of understanding intent, the claim of right. Basically, purpose of this corrected record. As a man, I've been falsely claiming. As a person, citizen, corporation, driver, etc. They have the evidence on their book, and this correct the information review of the presumption. Don't miss the last point. How using public notoriety does change status and jurisdiction. Notice of understanding in the act and claim of rights. Here we go. I, John Henry Adam, of flesh and blood, a blessing, living soul, and serving God alone. Do I hereby my oath, making statement, follow the truth, my law. Whereas I understand United States is common law jurisdiction, and where I it my understanding equality before the law of permanent and mandatory. Whereas is my understanding as statute is defined as legislative rule of society, which have been given force of law, and whereas it to my understanding of society is defined as a number of people joined by mutual consent and to deliver, determine, and to come under good law, and whereas in my understanding of only form of government recognized as lawful in United States is the representative one, and whereas it is to my understanding representation requires mutual consent, and where it is my understanding that the absence of mutual consent neither representation nor government can exist. Whereas I, to my understanding, those who have social security number are in fact employee of the federal government, thus are bound by the statute created by the federal government, and whereas it is my understanding that it is lawful to abandon your social security number. Whereas it my understanding people of United States have the right to revoke, deny consent, be represented, thus governed, and where it is my understanding if anyone does revoke or deny consent, they exist free of government control, statutory restraint, and where a free man on the land has lawful revoke consent, and thus exists free of statutory restriction, obligation, limitation, and whereas I, John Henry Adam, am a free man of the land, and where it is my understanding that the act peacefully within community standards does not breach peace, and where it is my understanding that my action is what one can apply for the receipt of license, it must itself be fundamentally lawful action, and it where is my understanding where I am a free man on the land who operates with full responsibility, not a child. I don't need no talk, ask permission to engage lawfully peaceful activities, especially for those who claim limited liability, and where it is my understanding corporation is legal fiction and require contract to order the claim authority control other parties, and where it is my understanding legal fiction lack the soul and cannot exert control over those who are blessed and operate with respect to knowledge, and only fools who would allow soulless fiction to dictate one's action, and where it is my understanding that I have the right to use my property without having to pay for an enjoyment of it, and where it is my understanding that the summon is merely an invitation to at once issued by British Columbia Security Commission. Create no obligation or dishonor if ignored. And where is my understanding? Peace officer have duty to distinguish between statute and law. They won't be the one who's breaking the rule, breaking the rule. Whereas a free man on the land who corroborate with full responsibility, not a child. I don't need no need to ask permission to engage in lawful, peaceful activity, especially those who claim limited liability. Where it is my understanding, corporation or legal fiction require contract in order to claim the control of other parties. Where it is my understanding, legal fiction, the lack of soul cannot exert the control. Those who do bless and operate with respect to the knowledge on the fool who would allow soulless fiction to dictate one's action. And whereas it my understanding that I have the right to use my property without having to pay for your enjoyment of it. And where it is my understanding that a summon is really an invitation to attend the ones issued by the British Columbia Security Commission. Create no obligation or dishonor if ignored. And where it is my understanding, peace officer a duty to distinguish between statutes and law, and those who attempt to enforce statute against a free man on the land are in fact breaking the law. And whereas it is my understanding that I have the power to refuse intercourse, interaction with peace officer who have not observed my breach, me breach the peace. And whereas it my understanding that the act of the registrating birth of the baby create a legal entity called a person, which is surety for the corporation, government debt. And this artificial person has the deceptively similar to the baby. And whereas it is to my understanding that the artificial person and the living man, woman, who which the associate two separate different things. The people playing legal fiction role in government only the right to act upon the person. Whereas it to my understanding that I don't need to exist in association with the person. I cannot be lawfully governed by the people playing legal fiction role in the government. And whereas I'm not acting in the role of an artificial person, and therefore be it known to any all interested, concerned, or affected party that I, John Henry Adam, am a free man on the land, and do hereby serve notice and state clearly, specifically, and unequivocally my intent to peacefully and lawfully exist free as a statutory obligation, restriction, and that I maintain all my rights at law to trade, exchange, or barter. Furthermore, I claim these actions are not outside of my community standard, would act, fact, support said community in our desire for the truth, maximum freedom, And furthermore, I claim the right to be engaged in these actions. Further claim that all property held by me and held under the claim of my rights. Furthermore, I claim that anyone who interfered with my lawful activities after having served notice this claim and who fails to properly dispute to make lawfully concerned kind of claim is breaking the law, cannot claim good faith and color of right, and such transgression will be dealt with and properly convened court adjourned. Furthermore, I claim the Court of British Columbia are de facto are the ones back the profitable business of conducting, witnessing, and facilitating transactions of surety interest in further claim. They require the consent of both parties prior to providing any such service. Furthermore, I claim all transactions